Welcome back to Raceweek Illustrated. We head south now to Dixie Speedway in Woodstock, Georgia for dirt track action on the legendary 3/8 mile speedway from September 7th, where local division action was on tap. Daryl Franklin Productions sent in this report.
The night started with the Economy Bombers feature, but things broke loose before the drop of the green as Gooch Spriggs spun, collecting up Pat Wojno in the process. Both drivers were able to continue. On the second attempt to start the race, Ren Gibby and James Gagnon led the field down to the green flag, with Gagnon powering out to the early lead. Gibby would settle into second with Cody Zobat and David Burtz in pursuit. Gagnon would lead from wire to wire and was flagged as the winner, but as we've said many times before, it's not over until you pass Tech. Gagnon refused to tear down in post-race. That handed the win over to Cody Zobat. David Burtz finished in second with Wesley Scott in third, Kyle Beavers in fourth, and Gibby in fifth. The Super Bombers were up next with Roy Patterson and Terry Vollrath bringing the field to green. Patterson would take the early lead, but Kenny Taylor and Daniel Brewer would power around Vollrath, would look to take over second and third. Taylor would go on to take the lead. Great fight here between Brewer and Randall Powell as the duo traded the second position back and forth as they raced side by side around the legendary 3/8 mile. Powell will come away with the spot. Back up front, it's all Kenny Taylor as he drives away from the pack to score the victory. Powell edges out Brewer for second with Josh Pilcher finishing in fourth and Vollrath in fifth. The limited late models were up next, and things got wild early on as Chuck Paget takes the early lead, but Paget's car is putting out a ton of smoke, and that spells trouble back in the pack as Alan Brewer slides high and catches the turn 3 wall in a shower of sparks. Final lap, and Scotty Pritchett has made his way to the lead and cruises away to score the victory. Alan Brewer recovers to finish in second with Michael Brewer in third, Jimmy Price in fourth, and Andy Morris in fifth. The pony stocks were next on the track. Jamie Cross jumped out to the early lead, with 3 wide racing breaking out for second between Shannon Etheridge, Johnny Land, and David Kirkpatrick. Land will come away with the spot. Final lap, Ronnie Fawcett has made his way to the lead, and he will come across the finish line flagged as the winner. But for the second time on the night, the man who takes the checkers first doesn't keep the check, as he refused to tear down in post-race tech. That hands the win to Shannon Etheridge with Cross, Land, Jeremy Millsaps, and Matt Thompson rounding out the top 5. Jason Croft led the super late models down to green for their feature and would jump out to the early lead as the field shuffled and battled for position behind him. Final lap, Croft has the lead with Dawsonville, Georgia's Donald McIntosh in second, trying to close. At the checkered flag, it's Croft scoring the win with McIntosh in second, Sean Chastain in third, Jody Somerville in fourth, and Cass Fowler in fifth. In crate late model action, Zach Pilcher brought the field down to green with Evan Bell alongside. Pilcher takes the early lead with Bell and Justin Shipley falling in behind him. Trouble on the front stretch as Shane Smith climbs the wall, getting airborne briefly. That brings out the caution as Smith comes away with right front damage on his mount. Back under green, and Pilcher is under fire from Shipley. Shipley looks to the high side and puts a power move on Pilcher to move to the top spot. Final lap, and Shipley holds about a 6-car length lead. He holds Pilcher at bay and scores the victory. Pilcher comes across in second with Bell in third, Henry Ward in fourth, and Thomas Grau in fifth. The Cruiser Division rounded out the night's action with Randy Ledford jumping out to the lead on the drop of the green over Tim Mitchell and John Sexton. Trouble for Chris Neese as he spins in turn 4, bringing out the caution. More trouble this time when Mitchell spins off turn 2, collecting George Wilson and Jimmy Wilson, bringing out another caution. Jimmy Wilson's left rear wheel shows the damage to his racer. Meanwhile, John Sexton has powered his way to the lead, and that's where he'll stay as he scores the victory. Randy Ledford, Daniel Ray, Mike West, and Charlie Ivy round out the top 5.
We've got to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll travel back to Dixie Speedway for their regular season finale. You're watching Raceweek Illustrated. We'll be right back.
From the dirt roads of yesterday to the super speedways of today, you can see the history of auto racing at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame in Dawsonville. See the beginnings of modern stock car racing, from the moonshiners to today's young guns. See the cars the legends drove. Take a walk through the Hall of Fame and visit the Elliott family room where Dawsonville legend Bill Elliott's trophies are on display. All that's waiting for you at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame, 7 days a week at 415 Highway 53 East in Dawsonville.
Whether you're visiting the area or this is your home, for family fun, make your plans now. Head to Phonopolis Family Fun Center. Go-karts, bumper boats, bumper cars, water wars, mini golf, inflatables, spider zone and climbing wall, laser tag, mini bowling, a huge snack bar, and tons of great video games. The kids will have a blast, and so will you. Don't forget, with advanced reservations, Phonopolis has lots of group packages available, and they'll host your birthday parties too. Phonopolis Family Fun Center, Highway 441, Banks Crossing, Commerce.
Are you temporarily short of cash and you need to keep the bills paid? Or maybe you just need a little extra until your tax refund comes in. I have the answer for you. MoneyMax Title Pawn. With a clear title to your car, you can be in and out of MoneyMax in a matter of minutes. And no credit check ever. MoneyMax Title Pawn, 2293 North Elm Street in Commerce.
The Dawsonville Pool Room in Dawsonville, Georgia is known for two things, great food and racing. If you're hungry, it's the place to stop for a world-famous bully burger or some other good down-home cooking. Let Gordon GP and the crew take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner needs Sunday through Thursday 10 to 10 and 10 to 11 Friday and Saturday. Check out the huge displays in honor of Bill Elliott, Raymond Parks, and Georgia's other racing heroes. That's the Dawsonville Pool Room, East 1st Street in Dawsonville. We'll see you there.